So, at this point, Lighthouse AI has completed cross-referencing your facility information to our knowledge database, and what we've produced is an assessment of all of your facility requirements. Over on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see the generated list we have created, which contains all of the individual requirements at the state jurisdiction level, the name of the requirement, the name of the actual application you must submit, the category of the requirement, and more. You can see it's a comprehensive list of all of the matches based on your profile that you need. If you look to the right, this is where we list out the very detailed oriented data about the types of requirements that match your facility. We provide definitions, notes, processing times, renewals terms, application fees, bond information, and more. Let's take a look at the results we generated for Delaware. You can see that the facility profile information returned a Delaware distributor state license, which is consistent with the information we had entered earlier for a distributor-based facility. Based on the profile information, you'll get a lot of extra information in this assessment related to this specific requirement. If we have a lot of information about a specific area, you can click the Read More and it'll expand that row for you. You can read all of the information if you mouse over it. And then if you scroll to the right, you can see the other information that we include here, like fee information for the application itself, any bond fees, renewal fees, answers to is a DR needed or not needed. And then over here to the very right, we actually give you a list of attachments and prerequisites that if you're filing for an initial, if you added Delaware as a new jurisdiction and you're doing the initial, we'll give you the information about all of the different attachments that are associated with submitting that form to the board, as well as prerequisites that you also have to have in place already to get that actual initial approved. At this point, we have the facility assessment, and we will take all the information that we see here and we will make this part of your facility's profile. So, what's in that facility profile again? Information about your home state, the jurisdictions that you're doing business within, and the questionnaire data which defines the business activities that you're performing at that facility. Now that we've got these results, we actually link them to the facility profile for future regulatory reference. We create a list of all licenses or requirements and add them to your facility profile so that you know which regulations and requirements are needed to keep your facility in good compliance standing. Why is that important? Well, as you know, regulations change. New requirements are constantly being released and existing requirements change. So, by having all this information about your facility in that facility's profile, if requirements do change, Lighthouse AI will provide updates and notifications. When requirements do change, you will receive updates in the notifications section with the information about the change that occurred and how it relates to your facility. Two things will happen. First, you will get a notification that there has been a change to your license requirements. This column will give you some information on which fields in that assessment have changed. Second, you'll also get what we call a friendly user note. This will be a requirement update note, as if one of the members of our research team had personally contacted you to let you know there has been a change in New Jersey manufacturer licensing and your facility holds it. We'll provide the new information and a clear explanation of that change from our own research team, who will create it in an easy-to-understand terminology. And again, we'll give you these types of notifications related to a change in a requirement. You will only get regulatory notifications if it's relevant to the profile that you've built for your specific facility. This will shield you from irrelevant industry changes that don't affect your business operations or related jurisdictions. Maybe you're not a 3PL and you don't care if there has been a change to a 3PL requirement. We will only send you these notifications if the profile that you have built out and Lighthouse AI says this is relevant information that you need to know about and may have to take action on. If there's a new requirement, and these are just examples for this demo, but if Arkansas added a new license or a new requirement for controlled substance registration that they didn't previously have, as soon as that becomes a real regulation for Arkansas, and we detect again that this new requirement is relevant to your facility and operations, we will send you a notification telling you there's a new requirement for your facility. And again, you'll get that friendly note over here where we try to give you as much information as we can, so you can learn more about this new requirement. Another automation action that Lighthouse AI performs at the time a requirement change is detected is we will have gone back into the results section of Lighthouse AI and already initiated a new scan for you. When we detect a regulatory change that affects your facility, we automatically update the facility results that you currently have. No manual steps required. So, by the time you've seen that notification, we've already updated the system. You simply have to review the notification and changes and use your time to focus on initiating any action needed to meet the new requirement, significantly reducing research time and allowing you to focus on meeting compliance. Our automated scans will be labeled as System Initiated as another flag that changes have occurred. System Initiated will tell you that we've detected a shift in the requirements landscape and we've run updates on your profile. You have the option to manage all of your surveillance results over here, and you can delete or reference any historical results over time if required. So now that we have generated all of our results and analyzed them, what are the next steps? You have the results, but you need to now manage them. That's where the Lighthouse AI Management module comes into play. You'll be able to take those results and start managing all the activities and tasks that need to be performed to keep these requirements up to date, such as renewals, withdrawals, change notifications, and all other compliance or regulatory activities. Thank you for watching the Lighthouse AI Intelligence demo.